Yo, so what's up with the sr25 rebuild sneaky peeky shorts, but no actual update videos? And well, here you go, update video. Except instead of an update video, it's more like a here's what I have so far, and announcement that I actually plan on rebuilding her again. Honestly, it's not that bad. I'm just still not satisfied. Looks pretty. Very little gearbox noise. Shoots 1.88 joules on the dot, which is my field's limit. So why am I rebuilding it? It's kind of fucking loud. The video might not be really representative of how loud it is, but shouldering it and putting my head right next to the receiver here when firing, my ear starts ringing, right? It's pretty freaking loud. The piston head slamming against the cylinder head, way too hard. There's an SP160 in here, and I'm pulling it 12 teeth, and it hits the cylinder head really fucking hard. And I guess I might as well go over the externals so far. Tacticon LPVO, A&K sr25 receiver, PTS EPG, full, mag pull to figure out what the sling is, BCM, M-lock, rail, fake PEC box for the camera battery, camera, Sniper Mechanics, hex suppressor, wrapped in tennis racket tape, Amazon carbon fiber, bipod, Harris style, ICS DMR stock, Bridex, mag pouch, fake mag. It's just the high cap mag that came with the gun, hollowed out so I can fit my battery in there. Excuse the janky wiring solution. I'm going to get rid of all these twisted bits here. That's a really bad idea. I was only doing it for testing, and the final product will be fully insulated the whole way. This is the inside of the mag, and it shoots like this. Now, I didn't actually dial the hop in very well here. BB's kind of dropped off really early. However, that's generally the trend. And that pole with the flag on it is about 3/4 inch thick. So I can hit a human-sized target out to about 150 with like 3 BBs. I'm not getting any one balls. This here's an order from FPS Soft Air, straight from Italy. Going to be quite a bit of experimentation. This is their sr25 length Delrin nozzle with 2 O-rings. Nice. Is it double O-ring? Oh my god, it is. FPS Soft Air cylinder head with a 60 duro pad on the back there. FPS Soft Air cylinder. I heard these are the shit. I just need to polish up the inside a little bit and it should be great. Got a tappet delayer chip just in case I need to mess with the tappet timing. And the star of the show, well, the star of the experiment, is this air brake piston head. It has a little dingus on the front there, which, when at the front of the compression stroke, it'll slot inside the tube of the cylinder head here, and that'll dramatically decrease the flow rate through the nozzle, increasing the pressure inside the cylinder in front of the piston head, thus using the air left in there to brake or air brake the piston. That should dramatically decrease the amount of sound coming from the impact of the piston head hitting the cylinder head. However, you can see that this is a substantial chunk of aluminum there, and anything from that point back is going to be sacrificed to the air brake gods, dramatically dropping output energy. That also increases the effective compression stroke duration of the piston, meaning while it's air braking, it's kind of slowly fully resetting, and if it's not fully reset by the time the sector comes back around, we're getting PME and chewing the shit out of that rack. Not a good time. So I'm going to be going with a slower RPM motor this time. Unfortunately, I don't think any of my brushless motors are capable of spinning slow enough for this experiment. So I'll be using the Paragon Spec 28 TPA 19,000 RPM brushed motor. I know I say that I'm a huge advocate for brushless motors, and that's still true. And I would normally throw a brushless motor into this, but like I said, I'm pretty sure it won't spin slow enough. I might try my T238 with the potentiometer dialed all the way up, but I doubt. So at this point, I'm given 2 sort of branching paths. Option 1, full 19-tooth sector. That'll give me the most compression volume possible in this setup here. However, 19,000 RPM at 17:1 is not that fast. It's about 18 rounds a second, and that is extremely slow. For DMR, that might be acceptable, but considering that this is an AEG and everything is based on spinning gears, if you take that number, it'll take 55 freaking milliseconds to complete a cycle. That means I pull the trigger and we wait 55 milliseconds before the gun goes pew. I can mask that by putting on Giga precock, but that's still a really long time. So I mean, I'm gonna go with that at first, but if it's not if I find that not acceptable, I'm gonna have to ditch the 19 tooth and go for a 16 tooth at most, using 13 to 1s or something, which will give me 24 rounds a second. Not exactly fast still. Like, that's a whole 14 milliseconds faster, and that might sound really little to you, but you can feel it. You'll notice it. Right then, so if I go with the 19 tooth, I'll use one of these 19 tooth retro arms pistons. But if I go with a 16 tooth here, I'm gonna be whipping out this Jaeger piston here from Airsoft Mutations. This thing will probably outlive the entire gun. It is very, very strong. Just holding it is just, that makes me want to laugh. And of course, I'll be throwing a Lonex spiral bevel on here because that's kind of a no-brainer. If I do go with the 19 tooth, I might just use my T228 and crank up the potentiometer. I'm not a fan of increasing resistance, but you know, I might just have to. Well, that's everything for now. I mentioned Paragon Army earlier for their motor that I will be going with. I am waiting on an order from them. It's going to contain the entire hop-up barrel assembly. It's going to be a drop-in Max M4A with an EDGI 601 barrel lapped by them, and everything's going to be super smooth. 7mm ear hop window. I cannot wait to install this. As soon as the Paragon parts come in, I'll do my gearbox video and see what happens from there. Peace.